So last but not least, let's create your team. So first and foremost, you want to create a list of what you like to do, what you're good at, things you hate doing, things you don't know how to do. And items from number 2 and 3 are going to be the things you should outsource. And then you need to prioritize what needs to be done first to create an income. For me, I knew I like to paint. I knew I like to create, and I'm good at speaking, and I'm good at organizing. Do I know how to work on my social media? I definitely do. I taught myself how to do that. But it makes more sense for me to focus on the core of my business, and that's creating. There's not going to be anything for me to post on social media if I haven't been able to create anything. And that is where that's the spot I found myself in very quickly. So I was always on Instagram. I was always on Pinterest. I was always on Facebook, and I was trying to schedule and create content and figure out things to post. It got to a point where I wasn't creating anything. And so that took me to a place where I really didn't like social media. I really didn't like content creation and scheduling. And so I ended up outsourcing that. Things that I don't know, that's something that needs to be outsourced. And then I prioritized what needed to be done first to create an income. So I ended up hiring a social media manager, a writer, and an assistant, and a bookkeeper. My assistant keeps me on task. Our writer creates the blogs for our website every month. And our social media manager runs all of our social platforms, including copyright creation and the monthly newsletter as well. So having a team in place gives me back time to create the things that I need to create. Doing that enabled me to begin making an income from my art and consulting, because people were seeing things on my social media and my website that interested them or that they found great value in. So let's talk about SOPs and research. When you're creating a list of the things that you need to outsource, remember that all of these things that you probably currently do as an individual, they're going to need SOPs or standard operating procedures. This is literally just a step-by-step set of instructions for whoever is going to perform that routine task or project or job that you as the business owner usually do yourself. And having an SOP created before you hire anyone is mandatory. It's not essential, it's mandatory. You have to do that. Having an SOP for yourself is even better, even if you decide not to hire anyone, because that ensures that you have a standard, you have less errors, and you're able to provide a standard of quality across everything that you do. So having one for your team, an SOP for your team, will actually help cut down on any miscommunication, and it may even clarify some questions that they may have about certain tasks. Research free information, free courses, free events. It takes time to create a solid foundation for your business. I would venture to say that I spend about 50% of my time reading and researching information. And I definitely start off with free resources. If I could get a content scheduler for free, if it made sense for me to use that piece of software, then I'm going to do it. So we are almost done. Also, gather and use tools that make sense to automate your business and workflow. Here we go. Here's my tools list. So these are some tools that I use, and you'll notice that 58% of the tools that I use are free. These are not all of the tools. These are just like 12 of the major tools that I use almost every day. Canva for graphic design. That does have a free, I just thought about it. I don't use the free version of Canva. I use the Pro because now I have a team, but Canva does have a free version. Social Pilot for content scheduling. That's only $50 a month. Conversion.ai, that's for copyright creation. If you are someone that has issues with coming up with things to say for your social media posts, you have issues with coming up with things to put in your newsletter, you have issues with coming up to, with things to put on your website, conversion.ai is literally a lifesaver. And the starter package is $29 a month. I believe they also have a free trial as well. Otter.ai, that's for meeting transcriptions. That's free. Trello, free. ClickUp, free. Wix for my website and email marketing. That's $162 a year because I got 50% off of that package. And I think I've been using it for about 5 years now. And so every year I wait till they have a sale, and either I will purchase a package for the year, or I'll purchase one for 2 or 3 years with 50% off. So coupons are very important. Canva, $15 a month because I stage a lot of my art in virtual rooms. And so I use Canva. Milkshake is literally like a creative's version of LinkedIn, or not LinkedIn, but Linktree. That's free. TubeBuddy, I use that for YouTube analytics, $4.50 a month. Meta hashtags, that's what I use to create my hashtag list and do hashtag research for all my social media channels. That's free. And then also Google Calendar and Gmail and anything else that Google throws out, free. And so again, over half of the things that I use are free. All right, go to Upwork and Fiverr and hire freelancers, not employees. And obviously Upwork and Fiverr are just examples, but I would suggest that you hire freelancers first before you ever think about hiring employees. Be specific with what you're wanting and needing your freelancers to do for you. And let's also get into the habit of being able to effectively communicate what we want and what our business needs to succeed. A lot of people don't even know what their business needs to succeed. So if we don't know, how is someone that we're going to hire going to know? And so I use these platforms as practice when I'm hiring freelancers. I'm able to work on effective communication with people all over the world, practice setting boundaries within my business, and practice staying in tune with what my business needs to grow. And then I communicate that information to whoever I'm working with.